running all night. Murder Broadway, clocking on the pole lights. Block high, crooked cops rushing on sight.
Know the goal and I'm sticking to it. Got a few soldiers up the road, we gon' get them through it all for one. Or it's nothing, ain't no pick and choosing. I ain't frontin' with this pole, I'ma lift and shoot it. We was dropping bombs back then without flex. Selling squares with ear holes like checks. It's never about the money, my it's the respect. So rap now, you don't need balls, just wear a dress.
For 2026, right? It's been a, like, you know, I feel like beginning of this year, culture's dead, culture dying, whatever, right? That's the regular conversation I feel like every year. But you know, I feel like we had a great year from, you know, and salute to, you know, TBL. They really brought us a lot of incredible battles that we didn't expect to get. Daylyt, they brought Daylyt out versus Rum Nitty. Rum Nitty had a whole alien mask. That whole event was retarded, Apollo event. You know, and then you know, they followed up with the Hitman and Mook, and you know what I'm saying? We see Lux and Twork. It's just been a very good year, and then it ended like this, right? For 2026, what is it you want to see from the culture? You know what I'm saying? What matchups are you looking for? Like, well, you know what I'm saying? Of course, Sue Surf coming home in February, and you know, hopefully he gets everything personally right before he gets right back on stage. But what is it like? What is it you want to see for the next year?
Honestly, what I want to see for the next year is just high quality battles. I don't think there needs to be so many battle events, but just high quality battle events. Nobody stepping on each other's toes, and people are just performing at the high clip. And I do want to see the new class kind of like finally graduate to the bigger stages. You know what I'm saying? I do want to see that.
You think they'd be able to carry the bigger stages?
I think certain ones, you know, but it's all about opportunity. It's all about growth. You know what I mean? I think King on what he does against Av the next day on day 2 is gonna show where he stands, you know, which I have full confidence in King.
He's
I feel like
fire.
he's one of the best guys. Also, I feel that way about Los Preem. You know, not
He's
just
fire
because he's
too.
from Brooklyn, but you know, I feel like there are certain guys that's getting certain opportunities, and I do want to see them move into the pack of high their names higher on cards. You know what I'm saying? And you know, at the end of the day, I still want us to show that we still got it too. You know, let's create storylines. Let's get storylines back in battle rap. Let's really get grudges back and not just putting battles together just to put them together.
Right. Is there a mega matchup you could see or you'd like to see get put together for next year?
I it just matters how the chips fall. You know what I mean? I think 2026 might finally bring JAZ and Misfit out.
Okay.
I do think
That's
that
a mega match. We need that.
just from you know like how things have been lining up, I feel like that actually is a reality now this year. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Coming up, so you know that to me is
I like
interesting because
that,
I do feel like
Cortez.
female battle rap is just missing that. And you know the same way I said for 2025, I knew what I would need to bring to the table to show people what they were missing with Cortez. I feel like female battle rap misses Misfit. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And I feel like her and JAZ they don't miss JAZ because they know what JAZ brings to the table.
Right.
JAZ is solidified. I would never take that away from her. She's Brooklyn
Right.
also, but I do feel like the culture needs to really realize what Misfit is, what she brings to the table, and I think 2026 and the right stage would bring that to light.
I love that matchup. That's the matchup I feel like the fans been waiting for so
I feel like that
long.
battle could hold that battle could headline an event by
Right.
itself.
I agree as well. And like, you know, and one thing I do know about Misfit, like, it don't matter how long she's been out, it's like she never
She gonna
lost
do
a
what she
step.
do.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But
She did it. She
Jazz
did it
has
with Farrah
really
when she came back. She did it when she battled official and came back. She's just one of them. You know what I'm saying? I think it's time for a reminder.
Jazz though, you know, she's been in such a bag lately though. So it's like it's interesting to see how that is going to play out. That's
Yeah,
OD.
yeah. You know what I mean? And you know, speaking of sis, I know she's fine with that. But you know, she knows her place. Again,
Right.
we're at a point where we're mature enough to understand our place and our value. We don't have to fight for it no more because she stepped back for so long. You see how the chips fall. And
Hmm.
if she has to come back to save it, then be the savior fit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That'll be the space she fits in. You know what I mean? And then Jazz is who she is. So, you know, if there's any battle I want to see, that's the one.
No, definitely. Core man, is there anything else that you're working on right now that you want the fans to be tapped into, or anything that you need me to put in the description for them to click on right now so they can go watch?
I'll send you a joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on Sandre Son right now. It's more of a personal album for me. You know
What's
what I'm
it
saying?
called?
With Sandre Son, my mom's name. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Sandre Son.
that's my
So
wife's
you
name.
know yeah. Congrats on the anniversary too, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
thank you,
saying?
thank you.
But like this is just more of a personal ode to a lot of the stuff that I've been handling with moms and my son and all that stuff. So like I feel like this album right here is just much more personalized, and it gives people a different insight. They know I could do the drug talk and the punchlines and music and stuff, but I wanted to get more in depth with what I had going on. So,
Mm.
you know,
So this is what your most personal album, you would say?
yeah, yeah, definitely for sure.
How's your son doing, by the way, before I let you go?
He's good. He's good. Maintaining, walking it down. You know what I mean? He's starting school in January. You know what I mean? It's already a year and a half. So,
Wow.
you know, for me at least, the time is moving faster. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's just doing what he's got to do. And you know what I mean? There's a lot that I have as far as a game plan for when he's home. So this is my motivation right now for that. So that by the time he's home, there are things that are in place so that we could be up and running and just move past that chapter.
How is he when you speak to him?
He's good spirits. Good spirits. Like I said, I spoke to him right before me and you got on camera. You know what I'm saying? Good spirits, maintain no drama, just doing what he
That's
gotta do.
fire.
You know what I'm saying? So, sometimes, those blessings come where, you gotta sit down and become a man. You know what I'm saying? So that's where he's at with it. That's where I'm at with it. And that has allowed me to focus and have a clear mind for the stages that's set like on the sixth. That knowing that he's good, all right. Let me run up and get this bag.
Nah, Core, man. I appreciate you, chopping up with me, man. We send all love to your son. We wish
Mm-hmm.
him nothing but the best. And of course, man, we gonna need that clip so the fans can tap into that
Got you.
music so they can
Got
get a
you.
little insight of where your mind been at.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
Core, man. Once again, always honored, always been a pleasure. Thank you, for just always being a part of my growth. You one of the first people that's always, helped,
Word.
my channel become what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
With all your insight, just the game you've given me over the years. So I'm indebted to you. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you ever need from us is yours. You know that.
My guy. Holla.
Always, man. Once again, we here with the realest man. You know what it is, and it's on Hip Hop Is Real. So that's the only way it can happen. Salute to all the fans for rocking with us for so many years, and make sure y'all show love. And when y'all buy y'all ticket for this Philadelphia Cortez,
Bodega in the coupon code. Put it in
okay,
there. You heard?
Bodega in the coupon code. Make
You
sure y'all
heard?
put Bodega on the coupon code. Let them know you coming to support Cortez. We will
Fuck with
see
me.
you on the 6th core. Until next time.
Gangster.
Yeah.
Train running all night. Murder Broadway, clocking on the pole lights. Block high, crooked cops rushing on sight.
We was dropping bombs back then without flex. Selling squares with ear holes like checks. It's never about the money, my nigga, it's the respect. To rap now, you don't need balls, just wear a dress.